Hi, I'm Ashley, and welcome to another day in the life of a full-time artist. The 4th of July is a huge deal in our town, and as I was getting ready to leave for work, the town was already busy with vendors and entertainment set up. Wookie was a lot slower this morning than usual because she has to take anxiety meds for fireworks, but she was still really excited for her job as full-time shop dog. Our small town holds an annual Freedom Festival and blocks off the main road from traffic, and it's a full day of vendors, food trucks, entertainment, live music, and even a dunk tank. I had to take a longer route to work instead of driving straight through town, and I passed runners finishing the annual 5K, and people were already showing up early to get the best parking. I already had a few painting projects waiting for me at the store, but I decided there was probably no way I'd be able to focus on any of them with the festival traffic, so I decided to save them for another day. I have some of the same customers that show up every year on the 4th of July, and I did spend most of my morning catching up with them first. My daughter Sienna showed up at the store around 11 a.m. and she's able to watch the store, so I was able to finally walk down the street and see what was happening with the festival. I didn't make it very far because I stopped at the bakery first and it was very packed, and my husband said that they were already running out of ice, so I volunteered to make an ice run for them. So I got my husband's truck and went to the local grocery store where I picked up ice and brought it back to the rear of the bakery and helped carry it down. I did take a tiramisu with me for my efforts and then drove back to the store. Once back at the store, it was almost lunchtime, so I switched off with my daughter again and she went out to check out the food trucks. Every time I thought I would get back to working on something art related, there was something that would pop up with our vacation rentals, like changing a reservation, communicating with our housekeeper, or updating door codes. Sienna ended up bringing us back tacos to share for lunch from the Chili Chomper food truck, and we got really busy for a little while, but somewhere in there I was able to inhale my 2 tacos. When we had a little bit of a lull after lunch, I finished up some tiny paintings which needed my info stamped on the back and some Sawtooth hangers attached to the back as well. While I was busy with some customers and wrapping up a painting, I gave Sienna a new card rack to put together that I'd ordered, and she did a great job with that. I had a bunch of prints to trim, so I worked on that for most of the early afternoon. I always wear a glove on my left hand when cutting because I have to place my entire hand on top of the prints to steady them while I'm cutting them. Based on customer feedback, I recently reformatted my Bryson City barn quilt painting from a square to a rectangle for easier framing, and all of those needed to be trimmed and packaged. Then the store got really busy for a while and I helped customers while Sienna put prices and inventory numbers on the prints for me. Holidays are always a little chaotic and kind of a blur, so it's fun looking back on these store time lapses. Also, I'm just noticing how crooked my braids are while watching this back, and I swear, I always think I'm in pretty good shape until I try to braid my hair. My arms get so tired and I just kind of give up at the end. I left Sienna with the store for a while and walked around to see some of the vendors at the festival. I love how great the town looks when it's decorated and seeing all the people having fun walking around town and listening to music. I visited our Bryson City Farmhouses partner Jamie, where he was providing music at the town hall, and I got to see some Perkins Builder Brothers fans show up wanting a photo with him. Sienna had mentioned that she wanted a drink from the lemonade truck as well, so I stopped there. On the way back, I even ran into my husband, and he was busy, but I made him turn around and wave for the camera. Back at the store, it was still busy, and I was able to get a few more things done having Sienna there to help bring people up for me. I had a large stack of these willy prints to trim, and I was able to get through all of them finally. By late afternoon, the glue on the tiny paintings was dry, so I was able to package them and price them. Sienna went back to the festival for a little bit, and I was able to catch up on my calendar with a few new rentals before she returned with purchases to show off to me. The little possum is funny because I accidentally caught the largest possum the previous day in a live trap while trying to catch a feral mama cat with kittens. That little plastic possum is a pretty close replica of our real one. I walked down the street to the fire station to say hi to my friend Mike and support the fire department's fundraiser, and I also got a cool patch. Then surprisingly, it was already dinner time, and Sienna went and got food from the Ravens Fork food truck. I snuck Wookie her last dose of anxiety meds for the fireworks in a piece of chicken, and she had no clue. There's always a late afternoon lull as people go home and then come back to town for dinner and fireworks, and I had some time to pull out the painting projects from the morning. Around 6 p.m. we closed up the store and headed home to rest for a while. I could tell Wookie was feeling a little loopy, which is a great thing because she's very afraid of fireworks. Our other dog, Max, could care less though. There's an evening steam train that leaves to watch another fireworks show at the nearby train trestle, and it was getting ready to head out as soon as we arrived home. And then at 10 p.m. the fireworks show started. Being downtown, we're surrounded by fireworks, and if that darn tree wasn't in the way, I'd have the best view in town. After the main fireworks show was over, the brewery on the other side of us set off their fireworks. It can be a little much for anyone sensitive to sound because being surrounded by mountains creates enormous echoes. But I'm happy to report that Wookie's anxiety meds did the trick and she just hunkered down in her bed all evening. It was definitely a unique day for a day in the life episode. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more, please subscribe, like, and comment on the video, and hope you had a good Independence Day.